you can join. Hope everybody's having an absolutely magnanimous day. And let's talk about BMWs for a second here, right? I kind of popped out a video today about should you be buying a used BMW, and I want to talk about that because we've been talking about reliability and durability for some time, and talking about some of the do's and don'ts. And let's talk about that. Some of the best BMWs you should, if you're thinking about buying something that's fun to drive, might be worth a look. But most importantly, it's a Friday. Wherever you are, hopefully the sun's shining. I know the sun's shining here, beating down. It's pretty hot, and it's just one of those days. So glad to be around and glad to be chatting with all of you. But again, thank you everybody for joining. And if you haven't yet seen the video, I released a video this morning about whether you should buy a used BMW or not. And I kind of want to extend on that. I feel like this is a good opportunity to sort of reach out and see what you guys are all feeling, and see what you're all thinking about buying used BMWs, if it kind of makes the grade, or what your thoughts are, if it's something you should even consider doing. We talk about reliability challenges with a lot of these cars, and reliability is a major factor. But there's a lot of other reasons that people are buy cars, right? Some people are buying cars because they're reliable. They just need to get A to B, and they don't want to have any muss, no fuss. Nipsey says, the new generation X5, X drives have given me no issues so far. The straight sixes are much more reliable, 100%. And that's kind of the point. Yeah, I want to talk about that because that B58 is a magnanimous piece. We also have Fatty says, happy Friday, Mark. Hey, happy Friday to you too, and hope you're staying well and staying warm. And I know right here it's smoking hot right now today. Hasn't been like that for a while. But Tim Hodges says, what's the best aftermarket parts to buy? I'm looking to get AC compressor for my '04 Highlander. That's kind of a tough one for Toyotas. I mean, it depends on the brand. Some of these, there's good aftermarket options. I can't speak off the top here for Toyota. You'd probably have to do some searching on that. I'm not too familiar with some of the aftermarket parts. I know I'm just going to throw it out there. I bought, if I can say that, purchased parts from Amazon for our Toyota. We have a little RAV4. It's cheap, it's dirty, but sometimes it gets the job done. It's not always that great, but Jimmy Boyle says vertical equals no. Does that mean no, don't like the vertical live stream? Just trying to do the at landline live streams. Just our internet service has been kind of broken. But Arnell says get a free Slurpee today, 7-Eleven. Look what we got. We did this instead because we went to 7-Eleven, and the lineups were absolutely insane because they're giving you the free Slurpees today here, and I believe that I just didn't feel like waiting for an hour because there was a huge lineup, so I decided to get this instead. But nonetheless, more like get free diabetes. Yeah, that's probably not too far from the truth. Tim Hodges, thanks. You betcha. Rob. So, any thoughts on? Sorry, my phone's kind of glitching out here. The best to use. What is that? Bacon to cause. I don't know. I can't read that. It's kind of dark. What do you think about? Nope. We don't do politics on this one, so we're kind of skip that question. But just talking cars, guys. Just talking cars. Anybody have any thoughts on BMWs these days? Honestly, BMWs. Boy, there goes a nice one right now. I can't show you right now. I got my phone sitting here, but do you what is that? Dry East? Crap. Yeah, I don't know what's the storyline here, but again, BMWs. What's your fave? Everybody has any favorite ones there? There aren't too many good modern cars. Yeah, I think there's still a few good choices out there. It's kind of interesting. The B58 was mentioned here, yeah, and also no. Somebody says no, but The B58's a good drivetrain. The S58's better yet. But I think what we're starting to see is a strange world. It's almost a twisted sort of a reality right now where car brands like BMWs seem to be getting better, with the engines of B48, B58s, but it seems like the Toyotas are having more troubles. So it's kind of like things are twisting here, and it's going to be an interesting place where this all lands. Nissan's going through some major struggles right now too, but um, DG, hey Mark, love the new car, great pick. I appreciate that. No, I do. Amazing. Yeah, I'm loving it too. I've had a couple short drives in it, and it's absolutely spectacular. Dodge's Hurricane Inline Six is very interesting. It is, and time will tell on that if that's going to hold up fairly well or not. I think it's one of those engines that it's new to the market, and so time will tell. I heard there's a lot of plastic under the hood, but most people have been pretty happy with it. Um, yeah, the X5s, the new X5s are great these days. Daily drivers had the 28 Tundra, so the X5s are cool. Be honest with you, they're actually great vehicles, especially when you tee them up with that straight six, right? But for me, I think eh, the the N63s, I think would be that engine that everybody wants to drive, but nobody wants to own, right? That's kind of the way I see that one, the N63, because that's the kind of engine that is glorious. It's one of the best performing engines, probably better than Audi's, the 4 liter, and honestly, probably equally as good at anything Porsche, which is kind of the same thing, the Cayennes. But again, I think that N63 is a great engine. The S63 is even better, but it's just those durability challenges that BMW struggle with. So to drive a new M5 is always a great experience, but to own it, that's the real question. Is it worth it? If you have to keep a car outside of a warranty period, if you have to keep a car beyond a lease, if you don't want a lease, you just want to keep a fun car, but you're not worried about getting the fastest and the best, maybe you go halfway. You go with the B58 because it's a great drivetrain. I just bought a 25 BMW. What do we have there? Uh, this is kind of hard to read here. Slow speed, stopping is, yeah, they're great for driving, right? No doubt about it. Good for autocrossing. I love autocrosses, man. They're honestly that. If you haven't tried that, and if you like auto sports and you like driving your car fast, that's the best place. Get into a club and go autocrossing, and then you'll see the difference between a Camry and a 340 BMW. That's when things really start to shine. Um, just buy a Miata. No, they're good little racers right out of the box too. Um, what is this? Daniel, I disagree. The maintenance has to be dialed, but the new BMWs are great, at least the straight sixes. Again, just watch those water pumps, cooling lines, and you're good to go. It's a good engine otherwise. Tim Hodges, what do we have here? Mach 5 and 745 are the only BMWs I like. And then EJ says, I have a 2008 528, 120,000 miles, still runs good. Good. Well, again, the 528, you're still talking inline six, naturally aspirated. So that's a good engine. That's going to be an engine that's going to last a long time. I can't stress enough. BMW's naturally aspirated straight six. That's their cream of the crop. And that's always going to be a fun driver. And you can pretty much coach it along to get a lot of miles out of them. But anyway, yeah, great choices. Any of those straight sixes. And BMW had some troubles with the N54s, with the twin turbos. I found out the hard way. Ouch. But, ultimately, the newer B58s kind of correct all those problems that they had in the N54 and the N55s. So, yeah, BMWs, I think I just want to kind of just leave this on a note of, BMWs are having a lot better time these days. I think the overall success and durability of some of their drivetrains are a lot better than they have been